This time, we are going to factor trinomials where a is greater than 1. So what is a here? The a here is the leading coefficient that we see. It's easy to factor out trinomials with no coefficients in your x squared greater than 1. So how do you factor this kind of quadratic trinomials? I will give you an easy trick in order to factor this. All you have to do is to master your skill in factoring quadratic trinomials where the leading coefficient is a 1. How do you use that knowledge or that skill? All you have to do is to multiply 5 to 4. So when you multiply 5 to 4, then the new expression will be x squared minus 8x minus 20. What are we doing here is actually removing the coefficient 5 from x squared by multiplying 5 to 4. When you factor x squared minus 8x minus 20, all you have to do is to have x and x. Remember, when the last term is negative, then the sign of the two factors are different, plus, minus. So what are the factors of 20 that will actually result 8 when you subtract them? Because that's minus. So your factors are 4, 5, 10, 2, 20, and 1. Which of these pair of factors can actually result in 8 when you subtract them? Of course, 5 minus 4 will not result 8. 10 minus 2 will result 8. The problem is, where do we put 10? Of course, the middle term is negative, so the bigger number should be negative. So 10 and 2. But that's not the end of the solution. Remember, this expression is not equal to this expression. So we have to make sure that this trick will work. So what is actually the catch of this method? You have to divide these numbers by the number you multiplied earlier. So you multiplied 5, so I divide it by 5. Okay? And then simplify. So therefore, x plus 2/5 and x minus 2. Of course, we cannot have fractions because there are no fractions here. So what do we do with this? We just multiply 5 to x. So that will give you 5x plus 2x minus 2. That's a simple trick. Now, how sure are you that those are the factors? Use FOIL method. So 5 times x is 5x squared. 5x times negative 2 is negative 10x. 2 times x is positive 2x. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Then combine similar terms. 5x squared minus 8x minus 4. You actually go back to the original expression. And that's the trick in factoring quadratic trinomials where a is greater than 1. Now let's try that again. What's the first step? The first step is multiplying the leading coefficient to the last term. Okay? Removing the leading coefficient and making it equal to 1. So x squared minus x minus 9 times 8 is 72. Now all you have to do is to factor normally, factoring quadratic trinomial. And then the factors of x squared will be x and x. Now look at the last term is negative, which means that the sign of the factors are different. Now think of the factors of 72. There will be a lot, but all you have to focus is the middle term. The middle term should be the result of subtracting the factors of 72. That means that, let's say 72, the factors are 9 times 8. You can easily use this. That means, which one is negative? It should be the biggest number since the middle term is negative. So x minus 9 and x minus 8. Our solution will not end there. Remember that whenever you do this method, you always divide the number you multiplied earlier. So this will give you x minus 1 and x plus 8 over 9. Can be simplified. Now to transform that, since we are not dealing with fractions here, or rewrite the factors by multiplying 9 to x. So 9x plus 8, and voila, those are the factors of your quadratic trinomials where a is greater than 1. How do you check? Use FOIL method. Let's check. X times 9x squared, 9x is 9x squared, and x times 8 is positive 8x, negative 1 times 9 is negative 9x, negative 1 times 8 is negative 8. So 9x squared, combine similar terms, that will give you negative x minus 8. This expression is equal to this expression. Okay? So I hope you will try that with the other factors.